What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode, I'm glad, Michael spoke with Sonny about what Mike would want. Because I do agree. I mean, I know it's hard for Sonny because he missed out on a lot of years with his dad. And he wants to make up for that, for the time that they wasted. But like everybody knows, time is not forever. You know what I mean? You can't get back time. That's the one thing you cannot get back is time. You can get your money back. Money, it comes and goes. Time, that just goes. You know what I mean? Like, time goes. That's one commodity we cannot get back. You just have to do what you can for the here and the now. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. You can't make up for past time that you missed. All you can do is be in the present. That's all you can do. Focus on the present. Don't even focus on the future. Because you don't know what the future may hold. You don't know if you're going to be here in the future. So you can't worry about the future. You can't change the past. You can't make up for the past. All you can do is worry about today. That's all you can do. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for Sonny because I know that he's hanging on to whatever hope that he can for his dad. But even if he puts his father into this program in Sweden, it's not going to change anything. This disease is a disease that you cannot get rid of. All you can do is take some meds or do whatever to prolong the inevitable. That's all you're doing. It slows it down. It does not shut it down. It slows it down. And, I feel bad for Sonny, like missing out on all them years with his father to finally fully get him back, and you don't even have him back at this point. So I'm glad that Michael was there to give him some perspective on what Mike may want. You know what I mean? I know it's hard for any kid, no matter how old you are, to watch your parent die, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about it, but in that sense, there's nothing you can do about it, but there is something you can do. It's called being there. You know what I mean? Spend every last moment you possibly can with that person. That's all you can do. Make it as enjoyable, as comfortable, as humanly possible for them. That's the best you can do. That's the best you can do. You know what I mean? So I'm glad, Sonny went to Turning Woods and stuff to see Mike. Joss and Dev were there, and Mike, of course, he thought Sonny was working with Joe Scully or whatever the case may be. He's having an episode, basically, because the more this disease progressed, the more he's not going to know who anyone is. He doesn't even know who Joss is. He didn't even know why she was there. Like, he just don't know who. He thought Dev was his son. You know what I mean? Like, he just is progressing, It's sad to see him like that. You know what I mean? But I will say the actor is playing the hell out of this character. He's playing the hell out of this Alzheimer's story. Like, honestly, he's doing an amazing job with it. Max Gale is amazing. I'm glad that they brought him on for this because he was perfect for the role. He was perfect to do this. And I'm glad that they had the foresight to bring him on, and cast him. Because I think he's been knocking it out of the park since day one. And this is an important story to tell. You know what I mean? This is an amazing story to tell. It's important to shed light on this because I do feel like a lot of shows don't shed light on Alzheimer's, and I think they should. And the way that they do it is so tasteful. It's so amazing how they do it. And the amount of emotion that goes into it. Like, I could not perform these scenes. I could not. Like, I would have anxiety trying to do this. As, if I were an actor, I would probably feel all types of nervousness, anxiety. Like, I don't know if I could get through it. It would be hard. But they're all doing a phenomenal job at it. Really. They're all doing an amazing job. And of course, it looks like sparks are starting to fly between Jocelyn and Dev, which I'm not surprised by. I have a feeling Jocelyn and Dev are definitely going to, hook up. Definitely. They're probably going to become a couple at some point. So anyway, moving on from that. So we finally get Sam and Alexis scenes. It's about time. Sam and Alexis haven't seen each other since she been in there. But, you know, Alexis been going through what she been going through, so she just now getting around to seeing her. I'm happy that Sam is taking responsibility for her actions. And the actions that I'm talking about is what brought Shiloh to town in the first place. Well, part of what brought him to town. I mean, you know, she's reflecting on her bad decisions from the past, you know, conning people, and she blames herself for Shiloh even coming to town targeting Christina because of her draining his father's bank accounts and stuff like that. So I'm glad she's owning it, you know what I mean? Like, she's owning the part that she played in that, you know what I mean? You know, but, I mean, not to make excuses for Sam, because you have people that do stuff like that all the time because they're in desperate situations. Not to make excuses for her, but I'm just saying, it doesn't make it okay. You know, you really have to be careful of what you do. You know what I mean? Because in the future, it can bite you in your ass. And that's exactly what happened with Sam. I'm surprised Sam is getting a parole hearing so quickly. Like, she hasn't been in prison that long. So for her to get a parole hearing that fast, I'm like, okay. Like, it's a little too soon, but I'm like, all right, I can suspend disbelief for a moment. And of course, you know, Jason is trying to move heaven and earth to get her out of this situation by telling her, you know, just taking one day at a time. He going to Ned, trying to see whatever Ned can do about it. And, you know, Ned was basically giving him, I felt like Ned was giving Jason a lot of political answers. Basically saying like, oh, you know, I could talk to people, but I can't really ask for favors like that or whatever. But he could try to, you know, expedite her release or whatever. He can try. But, you know, Ned is trying to tread carefully when it comes to the parole board. Like, he's not, you know, yeah, he's the former mayor and stuff like that. So he's trying to tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not trying to go down in no type of scandal. You know, because in situations like this, it's a delicate situation because Ned is a public figure. He's a part of a wealthy family, you know, known family. So it's like you really, you know, you're a former political figure. You know, you really have to tread lightly when going to the parole board or anybody to ask for favors or to do this. And it has to be discreet. It has to be discreet. It has to be done right because you don't need nothing in the media messing you up. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do this carefully. Especially when you're dealing with Jason and Sam and their background. Because everybody know Jason is notorious. People know him. He's well known. He's an alleged hitman. Like, he's all these things. And then, of course, Sam's criminal past and her relationship to Jason. So it's like you really have to be careful. So I don't blame Ned for, you know... I mean, if this was any other time, I think Ned could have easily bribed some people, you know, put some, you know, greased a couple pockets. He could have done that. But, you know, like I said, being a former mayor and all that, you got to handle this carefully. You got to be, you know, very, very quiet about this, very discreet. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go full blast trying to get her out and, you know, bribing this person, blackmailing this person. No. Nope, because you don't need none of that coming back on you. So I don't blame Ned for that one. You know, he can't get his hands dirty on this. Or, you know, his reputation. Or his name. Like, nope. He can do what he can, you know, ask around, ask some questions, you know, try to be discreet about it. But he can't promise anything. Like he told Jason, you just gonna have to play this out. Wait it out. That's all the best information he can give you. The best advice. Just let it play out. But anyway, so Michael, you know, he's been all through, you know, going through, so looking a little run down. So, of course, Ned offered to pick up some of the slack at ELQ. But, you know, Ned tried to make it perfectly clear to Michael. He was like, I'm not, you know, he said, I'm just offering to pick up some slack. He said, I'm not trying to take over. I'm not trying to push you out as CEO. I just want to help out at the company. And that's exactly what Michael was hoping for because, you know, Michael wanted to ask him, could he kind of step in at ELQ and pick up some of the work slack or whatever. But Ned also wanted to know about Oscar's ELQ stock because, you know, the Kilimanjaro project is still going to be funded, but he also wants to, you know, because the stock is still tied up in probate court right now. So what Ned wants to do is once that's taken care of, he wants to buy the Oscar's ELQ stock I believe to give it to Leo and Olivia so they can have it. I can understand that. I really don't know how I feel about Olivia potentially becoming a stockholder in the company. I'm just saying, like, I get that that's his wife and whatnot, but still, you know, I don't know. I'm just big on blood relatives having that stock. Like, I'm just major on that. And I think Edward would agree. God rest his soul. The only person I think that wasn't blood related to the Quartermaines that he gave ELQ stock to was Monica and Alice. They're the only blood relatives I believe he didn't give any ELQ stock to. That he did give stock to. But other than that, he might not have a problem with Olivia getting stock because she is a part of the family by marriage, just like Monica is. But still, Monica paid her dues with that family. She's been a part of that family for decades. So that's a difference. Olivia only been a part of that family for 2 years. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know about her and her little spawn, having ELQ stock. I'm just saying, like, we need to keep it in the family, keep it in the Quartermaines. I don't like outsiders having stock in the company. Well, I think Lucy Coe still got some of her shares, I think, but hers is minor. And she, was married to Alan for all of 5 minutes, so I guess. So yeah, they're just trying to figure, you know what? They need to change the terms of Edward's will, because I feel like his last will and testament is so problematic when it comes to ELQ stock. From what I gather, any living Quartermaine can have ELQ stock. See, that's a problem, because I think they need to reword it and do it differently. I think what they should say is any living Quartermaine at the time that he drafted that will should get ELQ stock. So all the people that were a part of the Quartermaines at the time, grandkids, great-grandkids at the time that he signed that will, should have ELQ stock. Because the problem is, so what if, here you got Jonah, Michael's son, who was just born. You got Scout. All of them came in after. They were born after Edward died. So I don't think the ELQ stipulation should go for them because, Oscar and Drew and all that, they were around when the will was drafted, when he signed it. He just didn't know them. You know what I mean? He didn't know about them, but they were already here. Anybody that was born after he died and that will was drafted, they shouldn't be able to just get ELQ stock. I'm just saying, like, unless the parents put up a trust fund with their ELQ stock, then that's different. But other than that, because I feel like it's just too problematic. Every time somebody's born into the family right now, that means they automatically get ELQ stock. That's a problem. Like, that's no. Nope. That's a problem. It causes future conflict. Like, seriously. So all these stocks are just going to be divided every time somebody born into that family over the years? No. That, it's like it spreads the stock out too much. Like, no. They need to change that up. So anyway, moving on from that. Brooklyn is like a cockroach. Like, she really is. She's like a little cockroach. So basically, she lurking around the hospital, listening in on people's conversation. I'm like, what is she trying to do? Like, what is her motive? Like, what is she back in town for? Like, when Brad was talking to Chase and stuff, Brooklyn, she was sitting there listening in on the conversation and sitting there watching them talk. I was like, girl, go sit down. Like, why are you eavesdropping? So anyway, Nell, little crazy ass, done got Ryan to stab her so she can go to GH. And you already know Carly was being nosy. Soon as she saw as soon as Carly saw Nell, she was all up in the business, asking Chase, "Oh, what the hell was Nell doing here and stuff?" Ryan stabbed her little ass. So, of course, when Chase needed to take her statement, she talking about telling Chase, "Oh, so you do still care about me." Chase was looking at her like, "Don't flatter yourself." Like, he was looking at Nell like, "Please don't flatter yourself. The only reason why I'm even here is because I'm not checking up on you. I just need your statement of what happened, period." I said, exactly. She is just so like, she takes delusional to a whole nother level. Like, she is just so crazy. Just freaking nuts. And Ryan sitting there talking about some, oh, give Miss Benson my best and stuff. I'm like, your best? You just stabbed the bitch. I'm like, like, fool, you had a scalpel with blood on it all over your hand. I'm like, what the hell? Give her my best. Okay, Looney Tunes. People are nuts. So anyway, Julian sitting around sulking. Willow trying to make sure they all good and stuff like that. Brad sitting there snapping at her, talking about something, oh, stop trying to whatever. Brad, shut the hell up. I can't wait for this whole reveal to come out so that way Julian could get what he got coming to him. Brad definitely can get what he got coming to his little smarmy ass. They just need to get, they need to get got. And now Nell's sitting here calling Martin trying to go to phase 2 of her plan. Nell just don't never learn. So anyway, they're still trying to figure out what's going on with Lucas. Monica, she wants to wean him off of the ventilators to see if he can breathe on his own and stuff. So for right now, he is breathing on his own, but they want to see what's going to happen the next 24 hours to see if he'll wake up. And I'm pretty sure when he wake up, he probably won't remember shit Brad told him, as usual. He gonna sit there and act like he got amnesia. Or I can remember everything up until what Brad said to me. You know how they do on soaps. You can remember everything that happened up until that moment. That one little piece of moment that you could. I don't get that. Like, how the hell you remember everything except one crucial piece of information? I don't get that. Like, stop doing that. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.